Welcome back to my series, Simply Cooking. Well, I always try to start the show with letting everyone know that they should be safe. Remember, always be safe when you're cooking. Actually, before I say this, I have an acknowledgement. Jason in Castries, St. Lucia, who happens to be one of my cousins, sent me a video of him cooking with a shirt on. Jason, thank you for being safe and thank you for not following my example. And to all you people that's never seen my show before, I want you to know that when you're cooking, when you're frying, whatever you do, make sure you wear an apron and make sure you put on one of these things, because if you take things in and out of the oven, or even if you're handling a hot pan or hot oil, remember this will protect you. So, mittens, make sure you wear an apron. Don't follow my example because I've been doing this for many years. So this is why I'm at home and I cook. This is how I cook when I'm at home. So what are we gonna do today? Today, we're actually gonna make something which I love to do, and it's called bakes. In the Caribbean islands, they call it bakes. Basically, it's like a fried muffin, really. And then what do you use it with for breakfast, for example? Instead of bread, you're gonna have bakes, or steamed fish, you're gonna serve it with bakes. So this kind of bake is actually something that I absolutely love, and I'm gonna show you how to do it today. Okie doke, so what do you need to start off with to make these bakes? Okay, self-raising flour, okay? This is a 32-ounce bag. So I'm gonna use self-raising flour. Okay, baking powder, baking soda. I'm gonna use 2 eggs, a little brown sugar, a little butter, salt, and also I'm gonna use a little bit of cold vegetable bouillon, which is like cold vegetable, the packets, you can get it in any grocery store, and I'm gonna use a little bit of that today. And also I'm gonna use a little bit of milk. Okie doke, so let me get the milk. Okay, how am I gonna start this today? Well, I'm going to put at least half of the flour into a mixing container. Okay. Yep, I think that's half. Okay. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon, actually, 1 large teaspoon of brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you like, but I always tend to use brown sugar. I don't really buy white sugar. Okay. Salt. Pour the salt into your hand and make sure that you do not put too much salt, because if you put too much salt, you're gonna have to start all over again. So be careful with the salt. You see, this is like a pinch of salt. I'm gonna put all that in there, which is like half a small teaspoon of salt. Okie doke. Now, the baking soda. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of the baking soda. And also, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. A small teaspoon of it. Okie doke. So, I'm going to mix this around. Just mix it. Make sure it's nicely mixed. and I'm gonna put a center in the middle, put like a hole in the middle of this, and I'm gonna break in 2 eggs. 1 and 2. 2 eggs, and I'm gonna put a teaspoon of butter. Okay. And I'm going to mix this around. Mix it, make sure it's really mixed into the flour. Okay. You want to make sure that the egg is completely mixed in with the flour, okay? You do not want to have the eggs kind of runny-ish. Just make sure it's completely mixed. Okay, looking nice. And the butter also, make sure you mix the butter, mix the egg, keep on mixing it. So at least you know that you cannot see it. It has to really be mixed. Now this is really, really perfect. I hope you could see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna try and move further down so you see how nicely mixed. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to add a little milk to this, and also some of the stock. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna slowly mix this. I do not want to mix it too quickly, because what I'm trying to do is make sure that there's a lot of air is mixed in when you mix it. If you mix it too quickly, it's gonna be very kind of flat, and then a lot of the air, you're gonna be mixing the air out. So make sure you slowly mix it. Okay, see what I'm doing? I'm not quickly mixing it. I'm gonna add a little bit more stock. Okay, and again, I'm gonna just slowly mix it. Wow, this is really good. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to make a dough, okay? But you do not want to put too much liquid into it. You slowly add the liquid. Okay, I still think I need a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more liquid, a little bit more milk. And this is 2% milk, by the way. So, okay, that's it. And I'm gonna continue mixing. Perfect. Now you're gonna know when this is ready, because it's gonna start getting really thick. And look at it now, like it's a real thick. And again, make sure when you mix it, you do not mix it too quickly, because you have to mix it slowly, and you're gonna fold it as if you're folding in air. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more flour to this. Okay, again, I'm gonna slowly mix it. Great. Wow, this is looking really good. This is absolutely perfect. Again, remember, mix it, but do not really mix it as if you're kind of squeezing it down. You want air to be mixed in when you're mixing this. Okay, this is really good. Okay, scrape that off. And now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put a little bit more flour. And this time, I'm gonna use my hands. Now, when you use your hands, it's gonna be very sticky. So what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna continue mixing. Okay. This is really good. Make sure it's kind of really all the edges. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more flour to this. And this will be ready. Perfect. Okay. Okay. This is really, really perfect. Just how I wanted it to be. Okay. So, again, remember, when you use your hands, this is going to be very sticky. So, I'm going to wash my hands and I'm coming right back. Okay. So now, the next step. Hopefully, you have a rolling pin. If you do not have a rolling pin, you could use something you could roll, so you could flatten the pastry, as I'm calling. Actually, it's a bake. It's not it is a pastry, but it's bakes. Okay, I've already cleaned my countertop, so I'm going to put flour over my countertop. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the dough and I'm going to put it right on top like this. Put this out of the way. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to mix it. I'm going to fold in the dough. Hope you could see this. This is absolutely perfect. Okay. Again, when you fold it from the side to the middle. From the side to the middle. You do not want to squeeze this down. Remember, you do not want to squeeze it down. You just want to keep folding it to the side, to the middle. And then you turn it over. Okay? And then that's it. So now, this is ready for me to roll. Rolling pin, make sure you put some flour on your rolling pin. And what you're going to do, you're going to roll this. Okay. You're going to roll it on the side. Wow, this is so perfect. Roll it, okay. If it starts to stick, add a few more flour, bit of flour on the rolling pin and roll it again. Keep on rolling it. Wow, this is great. So, perfect. So what am I gonna use? I've got a small glass bowl. I'm actually gonna use this to make a circle around the dough. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to twist it. Okay. I'm going to make a nice circle. And I already have a baking tray. I put a baking tray in some foil. So I'm going to lift this one up. Okay. And it goes onto the baking tray. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Perfect. Lift it up and onto the baking tray. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing here. Lift it, see? Nice circle. Put it on the baking tray. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Wow, this is so good. Okie doke. So, here you go. So this is now ready. What am I going to do now? I'm going to take a piece of paper towel. I'm going to put the towel over the bakes, and I'm going to sprinkle some water over it. I'm going to sprinkle water, and you sprinkle a lot of water until the paper napkin is moist. Once the paper napkin is moist, you actually put this in the oven, not in a hot oven. You put this in the oven overnight. You keep it overnight in the cold oven, okay? Why do you keep it overnight? You want it to kind of settle, you want it to rise a little bit, and you want it to be a little fluffy before you start baking or frying this. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and this is gonna be in the oven for at least 12 hours, okay? So, guess what? The magic of television. This has been in the oven for overnight, and I don't know if you could see this, but it's really nice and fluffy, and this is ready for it to be fried and baked, okay? So, while this is happening, I'm gonna make sure I put the oil. I want a plate of hot oil, a pan of hot oil. And what you want to do if you're frying this, you want to make sure that the oil is hot, but not too hot. And also, when you're frying it, make sure that the base, it floats into the oil. You do not want it to sit on the surface. You want it to float on top of the oil. That's why you put a lot of oil into the pan, so at least it will float. Okay, so whilst this is my frying pan is getting hot, let me do a little cleaning. Okay, doke. Okay, so I want to thank you all again for watching my show. Thank you all for all the comments, and I'll be honest with you. I don't mind being criticized for what I do, because criticism is very important in life. If you did everything perfect, people will just think you're perfect. I am not perfect. I never claimed I was a chef. I am a cook. I did go training in England to learn how to cook. I never took it up as a profession because I like to cook the way I like to cook. I don't like a mean, horrible chef screaming at me whilst I'm cooking. This is why I never took that career. But I love to cook privately. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm so happy I'm doing these shows today, and I hope you like it. This is episode 10. I cannot believe it. Episode 10. Okay, my oil is still getting hot. So as I said to you before, I've proved this. So now what I'm gonna do, since this has been sitting overnight, it's gonna stick to the foil. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift it like this. I'm gonna make sure it goes onto the spatula before I put it into the oil. So this is how you're gonna do it. If you try to scoop it, it's gonna go over the place. So make sure you just lift it and it's ready. I'm still waiting for my oil to get really hot. And I mean, honestly, I really do appreciate everything that you guys telling me. You're telling me I should wear an apron. You're telling me I should be safe. And I just want to go on about Shane. Shane, the one that does the evening show. Now, a lot of people, they get a little offended by Shane. And I'm going to say one thing to everyone that's offended by Shane, whatever he does. Shane does it to make you laugh. He doesn't do it to offend anyone. He doesn't do it to make people feel bad. If you cannot watch Shane and in his shows in the evening, please do not watch it, because I will not apologize for Shane. I've already explained who Shane is. Shane likes to laugh, he likes to dance, he likes to make jokes, and he's a joker. And I did a video recently called The Joker. If you don't like it, if you're very sensitive about subject matters, again, please do not watch my show because I will not apologize to you. This is my show. This is how I do my show. And I just hope you like it. I hope you laugh. I hope you dance. I hope you get together with your few friends, have a few drinks, and watch Shane being stupid. This is what Shane is about. And now, this is the cooking side of my show. It's called Simply Cooking. I am a simple guy, and I'm simply cooking. And this is what I do. So, thank you again for watching my show. Okay, this oil now is really hot. I'm gonna make sure it's really, really hot. I do not want to put this into the oil and then it sits into the oil. If it sits into cold oil, this is not gonna come out very good. So make sure the oil is quite hot, not too hot, hot enough so at least when you put the bakes into the oil, it's gonna start sizzling a little bit. This is what you want. And remember, it has to float into the oil. If it doesn't float into the oil, it's not gonna come out very good. And this has been sitting 12 hours in a cold oven once I finished everything. That way, I do not have to leave it too long into the hot oil. Okay, I'm gonna put my first one in. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing. I'm putting there and I'm folding it over onto the spatula. Okay. There you go. And I'm going to put it into the oil. Perfect. Now I'm going to take it. I want to show you how it's supposed to look. I hope you could see this. You see how it's frying? It's frying and it's not too hot and it's floating into the oil. This is how you should do yours, okay? Wow, this is really good. So what I'm gonna do, this is actually one side is almost done because the oil is hot enough. I'm still gonna leave that, let it cook for a bit. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. And whilst this is cooking, I'm gonna get a plate. Okay. Okie doke. Again, I don't know if you could see this, but look. It's really nice and fluffy on the top. And now I'm gonna turn this over. Wow, this is so good. Okay. Well, I always believe in the magic of television. Since I've been watching cooking shows, there's always the thing called the magic of television. Everything is done so quickly. So I've already made bakes for you. Here you go. It's nicely fried, as you could see. Kind of nicely brown. Okay, and it's nicely fluffy. You see how fluffy it is? So this is the fried bakes. And also, I've actually baked these ones. I put it in the oven for at least 20 minutes until it's nicely brown. But these ones will be a little bit not as soft as the fried ones because you're actually baking this. If you want to just continue baking it, make sure you put a little butter on top of it before you put it into the oven. And then 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay. Wow, I'm just turning these two around again. Okay. So I'm gonna have breakfast with you this morning. So what am I going to have for breakfast? I'm going to have bake. I'm going to have some scrambled eggs. I've already made some scrambled eggs. Okay. And I love bacon. I don't eat it that much, but I do like bacon. I've already grilled some bacon, so I'm going to put some bacon. 2 slices of bacon. Okay. Make sure that my bake, oh, it's absolutely great. Okay. And this is it. This is my breakfast this morning. I hope you could see this. Bake, scrambled eggs, bacon. I'm going to cut the middle of this so you could see how it looks. I'm going to cut the middle slowly. Cut the middle. Okay. Wonderful. And look inside. I hope you could see. You see how it is? It's nicely cooked. It's fluffy. And what am I going to do? I'm going to put some scrambled eggs inside of this. Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to eat this. Scrambled eggs. Okay. My bakes are done. So I'm taking it out, put it on a plate. Okay, great. And these are the bakes. And that's it. I know you probably think, oh my gosh, it looks difficult. It's not, it's very easy. I'm gonna put a slice of bacon in there. And this is it. Oh my God. Guys, this is the best breakfast you're ever gonna have. Fried bakes, scrambled eggs, bacon, and then with a nice cup of coffee or tea. And you are going to be in a good mood all day. Wow. Well, that's my show. Thank you for watching my show. Thank you for liking my show. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for all my fans. Especially Jason. Jason in Lacqua Mango, Castries, St. Lucia. Thank you for sending me my video. Thank you for being safe. I love you. Goodbye.